Alright, what's up mga ka-investa, and welcome back to another lesson here on InvestaUniversity Crypto Trading Bootcamp. And now we are in our next class where we will discuss managing risk in crypto like a pro. So the first lesson in this class is all about parang yung foundation, no? The importance of risk management. And in future lessons, more advanced strategies will be taught by Kahane and Berrio. So ako yung more on the foundation, right? So una muna, ano nga ba yung risk management? So risk management is something that we do not look at when markets go up like this. Well, di naman, no? Pero a lot of people, especially pag baguhan pa lang and they start in the bull markets, unlike now, diba, sa bear market tayo, but when you start the bull markets, all you can really think about is the upside, all the profits you can make. So when you see Bitcoin going up to the moon, when you see Ethereum, when it was going up to 4,800, it's really hard to focus on risk management when all you see in your portfolio are profits. So you see Ethereum, it's hard to focus on risk management when you see Doge, right, making multiple moves higher, right? Multiple bagger moves where you see Shiba Inu, right, breaking out from that long base back in, I think this was late, sometime 2021, early 2022. So it's hard, right, to think about risk management. But the financial markets, for those who may have started in the bull market, now we all have an understanding that the financial markets, including cryptocurrency, right, is a double-edged sword. So financial markets are a double-edged sword because there will be moments, and this is just directly after those charts, when they started to decline, when markets will continue to go lower. And you can make money by shorting, but you focus natin ngayon is really risk management on the long side. Right? So you see Bitcoin going down from its all-time high to, tama diba, it went below 20K. Then this was after Ethereum went to 4K, lost a lot of its value. Same thing with Doge, the weekly chart na to, no? So laki ng decline. I had to look at the longer term time frame. You look at Doge, you look at Shiba Inu, same thing, almost all the tokens, all cryptos, majority of risk assets. Ito yung nangyari, right? After that bull run in 2020, semi-ish bull run nung 2021, then from 2022 to this year, we've had counter rallies, but generally speaking, it's been such a difficult market for a very long time. So, risk management, right, is learning how to manage the downside. No, sabi nga nung mga malulupit na traders globally, if you're able to take care of the downside, the upside will eventually take care of itself. Right? So, the reason why risk management is important is because in the markets, losses work geometrically against you. So, what does this mean? It means that the larger your loss gets, the bigger of a profit you'll have to gain para mabawi yung loss, right? So andito na naman sa chart, no? But to give the most clear example, if you lose 50% of your portfolio, meaning let's say you have a 100k portfolio, you lost 50%, so 50k na lang portfolio mo, di ba? Now, do you only need 50% to go back to break even? No. Now, you need to double your 50k para maging 100k ulit. Andito siya, right? Dito sa part na to. A 50% loss means you need a 100% gain to go back to break even. That's why people like William O'Neill, Mark Minervini, they limit their losses to 7 to 8%. Right? Because even if your loss gets to 10%, you'll need an extra you need an extra 1.1% just to get back to break even, no? That's the reason why ang tight ng mga stops nila. So, now, what happens when you don't cut your losses, right? So, when I talk about cutting your losses, it means closing your position at a controlled loss. Kahane will be the one to discuss what a stop loss is and the different types of stop losses you can use. But now, let's say, what happens when you're not able to control your losses, right? Or minimize them. Three things, right? And it's number one, a loss of capital. Number two, loss of future opportunity. And number three, loss of confidence, right? Now, the most obvious one is the loss of capital, right? The money we put into the markets, pinaghirapan natin yun. It's our hard-earned savings. It's something we put aside with the expectation that over the long term, it's gonna grow. So, if you don't control or minimize your losses, you're just gonna lose your hard-earned money. Right? So, medyo given na yun. Nagsusunog tayo ng pera kapag hindi natin kinokontrol. But number 2 and 3, ito yung mga bagay na hindi lagi nakikita ng mga tao. No, that you're not only losing money, but you're also losing future opportunities. So what do I mean by that? So if you keep losing money, right, in the markets, right, let me go direct to the analogy, no. It's simply like this. If you're, let's say, a hunter, right, in the jungles or wherever, and you're trying to hunt something down, right, And if you keep wasting your bullets, your ammo, as a trader, your ammo is your capital. If you keep wasting and not taking care of your ammo, right, that's when the proverbial elephant walks right in your face. And wala ka ng bala para huliin. Now, this is an example in the Market Wizards books. Of course, huge no to hunting elephants. I love elephants. But that's just the example, no? Kasi exaggerated eh. Naubusan ka ng bala and the largest thing you could possibly try to get walks right into your face. Diba? And that's the same thing in the markets, no? Meron ka ng ammo, may capital ka, and you keep wasting it, you don't cut your losses, you get into a big hole, wala ka ng bala, wala ka ng capital to invest. And that's when the big opportunities come into play. Right? So it's a loss of future opportunity. Right? That's the analogy. And last is loss of confidence. Right? It doesn't matter how much you know. It doesn't matter how much you learn in this crypto trading bootcamp. It doesn't matter how good you are and how good you were in the past. Right? But if you're unable to press the button, if you're unable to execute when you need to execute, well, wala mangyayari. And that's what happens when you continue to take either a series of losses or one big loss. Siyempre, matatamaan yung emotion mo nun eh. And I'm sure we can all relate to that. If we have 5 straight wins, it's so easy to trade. But if we have 5 straight losses, right? That's a different story, no? Kasi ang hirap mag-execute. Kasi paano kung mag-loss na naman? Right? So if you take a series of losses, or if you hindi controlled, na baka nag-overtrade ka, or if you take multiple big losses, that something's gonna affect your confidence. And if you're not able to execute relentlessly, you won't make it, right, as a trader. So now all of this, I'm actually about to end the lesson, and we'll move on to Kahane's lesson in the next one. But all of everything I just discussed about the foundation, the importance of risk management, what happens when you don't cut your losses, I want you guys to remember as we move on to more advanced topics on risk management, that none of this will matter if you don't have discipline. Right? It's trust me, when you start out as a trader, ako medyo okay na, sanay na ako, right? But when you start out as a trader, it's so hard to take a loss. Kasi pera mo yun eh. Right? It's so hard emotionally to take a loss. But at the end of the day, you have to understand that trading is a business. Businesses don't only have profits, there are expenses, right? So losses for me, as long as they're controlled, minimized, and planned, they are expenses in my trading business. So now we talk about it. You have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined to understand these things that I've just discussed. You have to be disciplined in executing your risk management parameters, which Barry will teach you. You have to be disciplined in setting those stop losses, which Kahane will teach you guys. So ayun na talaga, it's all about discipline. And I want to end with this quote from Jesse Livermore, arguably one of the greatest traders of all time. So sabi niya, first, you don't have to be invested in the market all the time, especially in bear markets like this, no? He's basically saying that part of risk management is not only cutting your losses, but also understanding, right? Should you be in the market in the first place? Are you exposing your capital to the best opportunities? And in this case, in this type of market that we're in now in crypto as of April 2023, it's a very difficult market, right? So there are many times when I have been completely in cash, especially when I was unsure of the direction of the market and waiting for confirmation of the next move. Second, it is the change in major trend that hurts most speculators. So basically, what he's saying is, number one, you gotta be in cash when the market's difficult, when the wind is not behind your sails. And second, right, you have to be aware of when the major trend changes, diba? So we were in a bull market in 2020 to 2021. The trend changed in 2022. Dapat aware tayo dun, diba? Kasi until now, we have been in that bear market with very minimal counter rally. So that's actually the last slide in my lesson. The next lesson will be by Kahane. He'll be teaching types of stop losses. Hopefully, this was able to set a good foundation of the importance and why, right, we should prioritize risk management. So that's it for this one, and we'll see you guys in the next lesson. So that's it for today's lesson. Hopefully, you guys learned a lot. And for those who are just tuning in to our crypto trading bootcamp for the first time and would like to enroll, here's 3 easy steps so you can enroll for free. Step 1 is to create an Investagrams account. You will need an account on Investa to access the quizzes and our exclusive group. Step number 2 is to join our exclusive Investa group on the platform. This is a place where you can ask questions directly to our educators and receive instructions for quizzes and activities. Step number 3, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our official Facebook page. All recorded videos of our lessons and important announcements will be posted on these channels.